Hey guys, I'm Nick and welcome back to Sci-Finatics. Well, today we're talking about the teaser trailer that's recently come out at Comic-Con to showcase our next generation cast members and what they're going to be appearing like in Season 3 of Star Trek Picard. This is the first time we've got a glimpse at our classic legacy characters and how they're going to look in the new season of the show. And I can't wait to have a discussion with you guys about what you think about our next gen cast members appearing in Season 3. We're going to have a look through the teaser trailer for that, have a look at everybody one by one and kind of think, is everybody looking how we thought they would look? I know that I've got a few comments to make about Worf's makeup. In a similar fashion to when Season 1 of Picard came out, there was some bits and pieces that weren't quite right about Data's makeup in Season 1 of Picard, and I think we've got some similar discussions to be had here about Worf's makeup for Season 3. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Sci-Finatics yet, please don't be scared to do so. Click on that big red button to stay up to date and current with all the latest Star Trek news on YouTube. So let's take a look at the teaser trailer for Season 3 of Picard and yeah, see what we're in for.
You're only as good as those around you.
Those days on the Enterprise made me a better man, a better father, a better friend.
Geordi looking good here in his costume and everything, and his sort of revised look for the new season. Got the white beard going on. His contact lenses for his eye implants or whatever look a little bit different to how we last saw them in Star Trek Nemesis. I think they've been refined a little bit. I think previously they were more black and white, whereas now they're more sort of a black and blue kind of shade, which I think look completely fine. The uniforms are a bit different to how we saw them last at the end of Season 2 of Picard. I know there's maybe a tiny bit of a time jump into Season 3, but it's only by 12 months or so it's not a huge amount of time. Uniforms are kind of a little unusual looking with the whole leather appearance. The communicator badges look the same. It appears Geordi's got the rank of Commodore based on his pips that he's got on his collar there, and there's a sort of a weird zipper down the front with the black skivvy underneath. I mean, geez, they change their uniforms often in Starfleet. Couldn't we just stuck with the ones from the last season for a little bit longer? So I'm not sure why they've decided to change them yet again. But we will see. Also good to see that Geordi has said in this trailer that he's got a family, he's got kids, so finally his love life did work out for him in the end. Obviously, he previously just had some relationships with holographic characters, Leah Brahms and everything, and that his love life was a little bit, well, let's face it, more miss than hit during Next Generation, but it just seems like everything's worked out for Geordi in the end, so good on you, Geordi.
I thought I could inspire people, bring justice to an unjust universe.
It appears that the field commission that Picard gave to 7 of 9 at the end of Season 2 has stuck. And it appears like 7 is, captain of whether it's the Stargazer still or whether it's another Federation starship, we yet to find out. But she's in the full command Starfleet uniform in the same appearance as it appeared at the end of Season 2. So even though Geordi is and Worf's uniform are a little bit different, it appears that 7's uniform is kind of the same sort of concept that we saw at the end of Season 2. So I wonder why there's that variation there in uniform type.
You have no idea how hard it is to be in this world.
Raffi, funnily enough, isn't in Starfleet uniform. She's just in a civilian attire. So what does this mean in the year or so that's passed between Seasons 2 and 3? Has Raffi left Starfleet? Is she no longer part of Starfleet? Is she tagging along more as 7's partner as opposed to an officer serving on board whatever ship they happen to be on? Also got a bit different look here with the very dark eye makeup, a little bit emo, a little bit goth. So I don't know whether something's gone down with Raffi that has put her in a bit of a bad mood or whatever. She's not the happiest soul. Obviously, Raffi's always had her issues and everything, but be interesting to see whether, some things have gone down or changed significantly in between Seasons 2 and 3.
Do not presume to know what I have and have not sacrificed for this.
And here's Worf. We get to Worf. I don't know what problem our producers of current Star Trek have, but they're not handling Klingons incredibly well. Obviously, there was a massive misstep for Season 1 of Discovery, and we haven't seen the Klingons really since Season 2 of Discovery because there's such a poorly executed job of them and a major backlash from all the fans. Worf is close. His look, obviously uniform-wise, he's got the sash going on. Great, okay, the uniform is the same as Geordie's, that kind of leather jacket kind of look with the zipper down the front. Looks like Worf is holding the rank of captain. I think Worf is too grey. I think even he's too white, and he looks far older than Geordie and so Will Riker do in this trailer. And Klingons have a much longer lifespan than humans, so there's no reason Worf should look this grey. Much like Geordie and Riker, there should be a little bit of salt and pepper, a bit of dark in the beard and hair and eyebrows, and a bit of white. It shouldn't be just 100% white on Worf. It doesn't quite look right to me. He looks a lot older than he should. In this appearance. His forehead looks okay with the ridges and everything, and I think his eyebrows are fine. But one major area I think they've screwed up Worf entirely is his mustache. Klingons tend to have these kind of Fu Manchu style mustaches that just come out from the sides of the lip, but aren't filled in the centre. If we look at some old pictures here of Worf from DS9 and Next Generation and everything, he's just got the two mustache bits coming out from the sides of his lip here, and there's an empty space underneath his nose. It looks wrong because he's got his whole mustache joined up entirely, which we've never seen him like that before, and I don't think it accurately reflects how Worf should look. I think the beard should have more dark hair in it. I don't think he should be quite so white, and that mustache should not be joined up in the middle. There's also something about his nose. I think they've toned down the ridges on his nose quite a bit and done something to the way the ridges blend into his nose that don't quite look right either. It also seems like his hair is pulled back on his head quite substantially, so we don't see as much of his hair as we previously did. I think one thing we've always been able to see with Worf is his hair, whether it's been the bouffant hairstyle of the middle of Next Generation or the more sort of tightly pulled back in a ponytail look that he had in DS9 and the last sort of season or so of Next Generation, and also the films. I think Worf needs more hair. I think he's got not enough hair on his head. I think, or it's pulled back way too tight. So I'm really surprised that they haven't, after all the backlash from the missteps they've made with Klingons in the past, that they haven't got Worf completely right. Also notice that Worf's packing a different Klingon weapon on his back there, which we will see him use in the new season. It's not a batleth and it's not a mechleth or whatever, it's something completely different, but it has been designed by Dan Curry, who was the creator of the batleth from Next Generation. So it'll be cool to see this new Klingon weapon in action.
We have to be willing to go through that door to what's next.
Deanna Troi looks good, as she did in the first season of Picard. I think, Marina Sirtis, looking good there as Deanna Troi in this trailer.
There's a whole universe out there. Wherever you go, we go.
Jonathan Frakes as Will Riker looking good in this trailer as well. Again, Jonathan Frakes isn't completely white in the beard. Worf looks odd being totally white. Is that Geordie's not totally white. Riker's not totally white in the beard department. There's a bit of dark and a bit of salt and pepper going on there. So why shouldn't Worf have the same? I think Jonathan Frakes might have even lost a little bit of weight, I think, for season 3. He's looking a little bit trimmed down. So good on you, Jonathan, for, maybe hitting the gym a little bit prior to season 3. Looking good as Riker.
Here, in this moment, let's do what we spent our lives learning to be great at.
I'm surprised they didn't, for Dr. Crusher, didn't give her a little bit more red in her hair. I know, obviously, Gates McFadden is, gone more grey over the years with her look. But I'm surprised they didn't kind of, maybe give her a little bit of red and white, sort of a bit of maybe sort of strawberry with the grey going on or something perhaps there. Because we watched the trailer for this and my daughter said couldn't even believe that it was Gates McFadden. She was like completely shocked when I showed her this trailer and she said, "That's not Gates McFadden." And I said, "Yeah, it is Gates McFadden." But she wouldn't believe that it was the same actress. But nonetheless, great to see Gates McFadden coming back as Dr. Crusher. She's not in uniform, she's in civilian attire. So interesting to see that she's perhaps not part of Starfleet anymore.
As long as you and your crew remain steadfast, you are never without hope.
So yeah, this trailer certainly makes me excited for season 3 of Picard. As I spoke about in my air dates video yesterday. If you haven't seen that, click up here and that'll show you my predictions about air dates. We now confirmed that Picard Season 3 will be streaming in 2023. I'm guessing in the first couple of months of the year, as per my air dates video yesterday, probably end of January, much like how Season 1 started. Guys, what do you think about our Next Generation cast in this teaser trailer? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think of Worf's makeup? Do you think it's okay? Are you completely cool with it? Do you think they've made a few errors with the makeup? Let me know what you think in in the comment section, and also your thoughts about the other characters in this trailer as well. And by all means, please leave a super thanks if you're able to. It really helps the channel out, much appreciated. And check out my merch in the merch store, all my t-shirts, Star Trek stuff. You know how it is. Hoodies, mugs, caps, all that sort of stuff. Always new designs. I'm working on some new ones at the moment. Check them out and get yourself a bargain. I'll be back probably tomorrow or the next day with my breakdown on so much Comic-Con stuff to talk about with Lower Decks and Strange New Worlds, all this sort of thing. I'll be back soon. I'll see you soon.